Hi cross stitchers, it's Becky the Obsessed Stitcher back with an update and to do the drawing for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I wanted to thank everyone. I had some wonderful, lovely comments and of course the magic words, happy stitching, that so many of us say and use, and it's my life's motto at this point. Love it. Anyway, I had 131 people say they wanted to participate in the giveaway. And just as a reminder, I am giving away two $25 gift cards to two different people. I want to do it for what works for you. I don't want you to be in Australia and win a 123 gift card, 123 Stitch gift card, and then have half of it go for shipping. I don't want to do that. So if you're in the US, 123 Stitch or Stony Creek, whatever works for you. We'll talk about it, figure out what works for you best or what you want or where you want to spend the money. Doesn't matter to me. And then if you're outside the US, we'll figure it out. I'll buy it, have it shipped to you, whatever. We'll figure it out. So anyway, I wrote all the names down from the comments in an Excel sheet and sorted them randomly, so they're in no particular order because I could not figure out how to always keep them in order, and so I think I got them out of order. So anyway, there was 131 people who entered, and I've got a random.org on my other device here, so I'm going to type in 131 and generate, and 118, oh my god, this is ridiculous. Okay, here's 118, and Miss Vonna Pfeiffer, you're 118. I don't know if you can see that. Random, Vonna Pfeiffer. That is hysterical, as you will see her here later in my video. So Vonna, you're the first winner. So where do you want to spend the money? And then I'm going to hit generate again, and number 4. So on my sheet, number 4 is Cel Sanchez, C-E-L Sanchez. I won't show it to you. Anyway, I will show it to you so you can see. Cel Sanchez, you are number 4. So congratulations to both winners. That's hysterical. Random. I don't know how random the world is. Anyway, and my other giveaway was for my the home pattern that I completed. I'll pull it out of here. And I only had 5 people interested in that, so I will change the number on my random number generator to 5. And I will generate a number, and number 4, and then in this document they were spread out, and Charmaine Howell, you were number 4 for that giveaway. So Charmaine, you won the home pattern. So I will get in touch with all of these ladies or gentlemen, and we will get you your gifts. Anyway, your prizes. So thank you so much. I so appreciate 1,000 subscribers, and it's actually a little more now. I am so appreciative and humbled that you would want to spend your time watching my obsessed stitchy life, but it's a great community, so I won't drone on about that. But what I did want to talk about in the community is I don't know how many of you watch Vanna's videos, and you should if you haven't, but Vonna took a road trip from Indiana to California, and she was going to be in the Bay Area, so we arranged to meet up, and we went to Needle and Haystack. So I went and picked her up, and I thought it was so funny. You know, we all get so comfortable with each other and feel like we know each other. And when I pulled into the place where the home that she was staying, her dad was out in the driveway ready to greet me. He's probably thinking, what crazy nut's going to come pick up my daughter, not having ever met her. So I feel like I, you know, got through the first you know, the gatekeeper there, and went in and met Vanna and hugged her, and it was so exciting. And then we drove down to Needle in a Haystack and just had a great time chatting along the way. And then at the Needle, two other ladies that I had met up with before were there. We tried to put out the word that we were going to be there. So Rose Chin and Olivia B were there. And then Jen from Delicious Threads was also there. And then two Instagrammers that Olivia knew or had connections with, knew they were in the Bay Area. Michelle and Maddie were also there. So there were 7 of us there. The tiniest bit of stitching got done, if any. I think I might have put in a couple stitches, but a lot of shopping, a lot of laughing. It was so great to get together with other stitchers and just chat, and we went out to lunch and chatted more and more and more. Just had a great time. It was so fun. So thank you to all of you. Hi Rose, hi Olivia, hi Jen, hi Michelle, hi Maddie. We had a great time. Hi Vanna. Just a blast. So the fact that Vanna won, you saw, total random. I'm not a liar. I couldn't have rigged that if I tried. It's just a hoot. So little treat for you, Vanna. A little spending money. Anyway, so that's so funny. So while we were at the L&S, I did do a little bit of shopping. I took some cash with me. I was going to spend, but I'm just enjoying this stitching from Stash, or, you know, the year of WIPs, that I just have kind of lost my buying bug. Is that a thing? I've really not felt the need to buy more and buy more and buy more. While I have a little bit, it's not like I've gone there before and I just need to, you know, put the brakes on. This time I really had to look hard to try to find things that I wanted to get. And 2 of these are kind of spin-offs of a thrift store find that I had quite a while ago. I'm going to pull them out of the plastic. It's Country Cottage Needleworks, and it's their autumn, winter, summer, spring, I'm assuming. So I have summer from a thrift store find quite a while ago. So I got the 2 that they had there. This is winter. I got that. And then they also had autumn. I got that. I really like that one. I think that's very cute. So I got those 2. And then I love Rosewood Manor, and if they had it, I would have purchased the Forest Grew, I think it's called, As the Forest Grows. They didn't have that one, so I didn't get it, but I did buy, I just was looking through their patterns that they had, and this one's called Pots of Flowers, and I thought that was kind of a sampler and flowers. They are kind of not the normal flowers, but I liked it. I thought it was really interesting, so I got that one. And then the other one I got was this Prairie Schooler Reindeer Roundup. I thought that was cute. Of course, for the season, it's great to have another Christmas one. And then the cute ones. Oh, I can't show you the back here. Let me cover this. The 2 that they kind of call out as little ones. That's cute. So we got those. And then another piece of haul that I got. I've got it in my lap. I'm going to show you when. I don't even know what the sale was for that Heaven and Earth had. Veterans Day? Maybe it was. I think that's what it was. Anyway, I need another Heaven and Earth design pattern, you know, like I need another DMC floss. I don't. But I was looking, that's part of my thing. I just stopped looking. It's easier not to buy things if you're not constantly tempted. But anyway, I got this one. It's the mini Goddess of Healing, and it's a gorgeous iris, and if you can see, there are faces in the petals. You can see an eye kind of right in the center, and then up you can see a face. Sorry, it's terrible glare on that, but I just thought that was really pretty. Maybe if I do it back there. Any mini Goddess of Healing. So I got that, just a PDF, so I think it was $6. So that's, get that out of my lap. That's one of my other pieces of haul. And then to get my thread and beads that I needed for my sunflower fairy from Stony Creek, I made a little order from them, and I got this as the freebie of the month that they had, a little Santa guy. And then I'm going to leave it in the bag, hopefully it won't glare too much, the Little House Needleworks LMN of the series, the ABC samplers. So I've been watching Vanna stitch hers, and I'm going to copy her. I think she's stacking hers. I think there's 9 of them, and she's doing 3 rows of 3, I think. But I think I'm going to do them all in a straight row. I'm going to get a long or wide piece of fabric and do them all along, because I love how hers look kind of like a street. So that's my plan. Anyway, what else? I've got a list here. My home. And also, Vanna's probably going to think I'm a stalker. She she had told us on her last video, I think, could be wrong, that she is teaching classes at a retreat in Indiana. And when I heard that, I thought, because I've never been to a retreat, but I just loved when I've gone to the LNS and met with Rose and Olivia, and then this time with the other ladies. It is so much fun, and I see these videos of these ladies or you ladies who go to retreats and show, and you just say how much fun it is, and if you ever have a chance to go, and there might be something farther west than Indiana, but I just thought it would be, such a hoot to go there, and it looks like it's in a lovely setting, in a national park and an inn or a lodge or something like that. It just looks great. So it's in March, so I've signed up to go there, and as part of my getting ready for that, my packing for the retreat, I went back and looked at Orietta's video. She had, I think it might have been in her travel tag, that she had shown this lamp, and so I went ahead and got this lamp. Now look, I turned it on. I don't know if you can't see it, but I will turn it off. But this thing, it was $10 on Amazon. Here's the box. It's an LE, whatever brand that is, but it was $10, and it really is light. And the thing that I think is so neat is, and Orietta totally talked about this, and you can actually set it down just on itself if you don't need to clamp it. You can set it on itself, but you can charge it with the USB port, and I have this battery pack that when I go somewhere, I'll keep it charged, and then if anything dies, I can stick a USB in it and it'll charge anything. So I will bring that with this lamp, but it's got 3 settings. And it seems really bright, but it's so light and to be able to charge it with a battery, I'm just delighted. So I got that for my retreat, which I'm so excited about. One of my friends, that she's a big knitter, but she started cross-stitching too, and I invited her to see if she wanted to come along, and she did, so we're both going. So we're really excited about that. And also, I know Dina from Half Stitch Cross Stitch is going too, And Dina showed me a kindness and she had finished a pattern, and I had asked her if I could buy the pattern from her, and she gave it to me. So I wanted to thank Dina on my video, and I will link her channel. She's such a sweet lady. She does beautiful stitching. But this is the Love Kitty that she completed, and it is so cute. This picture doesn't do it justice. It is so cute. So check out Dina's finish on that. But she sent me this pattern, and that was so sweet of her. And now I get to meet her also in March, which is just unreal. It's so exciting. I can't wait. So that, okay, and then I talked about the Joann's calendar, and I was wondering if Joann's had a calendar for this year, and they do. The only downfall is they won't accept coupons for the purchase price of it. So I had to pay full price, which still I will save that many times over. It was $9.99. I'm guessing they will go on sale at some time, you know, as the year closes out. You know how calendars do, but I did want to let you know that they do have it. This is what the front of it looks like. Here are my dogs. And then the back tells you what, these aren't coupons, so there's no code on them, but it tells you what the coupons are. I haven't opened it up yet, but those are the coupons. And I I have to go use my November coupon. Today is November 27th. I'm pretty sure Sunday, November 27th, and I've got a couple more days. But actually, believe it or not, I'm not going to buy cross stitch with it. I'm going to go and get crafting gifts for my grandkids for Christmas. I figure that's a great way to use a coupon. You know, get paints and Play-Doh or whatever they have there. My one Joann's in the town I live in has a pretty good kids art section. So that's what I'm going to use my coupon for this month. I'm really set on my DMC. Maybe December I might do the same thing. Great way to, you know, kids love to open presents. So I figured that'd be a good way. And I'm, you know, of course, trying to find a crafter amongst them. There's little hints of it. They're, you know, still young. There's two 6-year-olds, a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and one that her due date was on Thanksgiving. So she's a 0-year-old, but she's about to arrive. So anyway, it does exist. I don't know what is inside. Oh, there's some crochet. I do love crochet. I'm really tempted to pick up my crochet hook. But anyway, so go get your calendar. All right. So I have a question for you. You know, I'm a bit of a cheapskate, and I want to see if someone has a rule of thumb or a suggestion of when do you throw away floss. As you may remember, this is actually from my home pattern. I keep floss. This is how I keep when I'm working on a kit now. You know, unless there's too many, and you know, still is a struggle how to deal with the organization of, you know, 256 colors. I've got my big binder for my aid. But anyway, when there's enough to fit on, that'll fit on a ring, this is how I do it. I've got it in a baggie with the number, and most of the time I have the symbol on it. So at what point do you throw away the floss? I keep it, little strands of it, always thinking, oh, you know, that will do just one stitch. If I ever need just one stitch, that little tiny piece will do one stitch. So at what point do you throw away the floss? Because then when I put it all back in my collection of DMC, then I've got all these little pieces with, you know, 5 full skeins. So does anybody have any advice, any suggestions? I just hate to throw anything away. I could use some advice. I would appreciate that. Any suggestions? Okay, so now I've got all my WIPs. I have one almost FFO'd. Let me get my my Home Sweet Home sampler. So here it is. As you can see, I don't quite have it FFO'd. I've got to work on that. So, but it's close. It's very close. I will give it to Janet, my hair lady, for Christmas. But you know, I intended to give it to her 2 months ago, and then my hair appointment came. I go once a month. My hair appointment came. It's not ready. This time, I almost had it. I thought my hair appointment was going to be Wednesday. It ended up being Tuesday, and I didn't get it done. So I figured, oh, next appointment. So my next appointment is right before Christmas, so that's when she'll get it. But here it is in the frame. I know, or Granny had suggested a diploma frame that would fit the size, and when I went there, I looked at those, but I saw this one, and I think this might be more Janet's taste. It's a little bit detailed, and she has a lot of antiques, so I'm gonna offer to maybe, you know, put some, you know, paint it white or ivory, but I don't know if that'll look good against the fabric. I think it kind of sets it off with the dark frame. So that's that. Almost finished, fully finished. Just gotta put the back on, and I, of course, use Terrace's framing video. You know, one of those things, if I can do it, you can do it. It's not gonna, you know, be professional, but it will be in a frame on the wall. And I think it turned out pretty good. I like this frame. So anyway, FFO. And then I don't totally have her done, but I think I've got a few more beads on her than I had last time. It's my sunflower fairy. I do now have a darker Krennic that I'm going to use to go around her wings, and she's got little like tendrils coming off of the color that is the veins in her wings, and with beads hanging on it. So I think I have a few more beads on there than I did the last time around her skirt. So she's getting there. And then I did finish, and it's wrinkly. I was gonna wash it this morning, but I didn't. So excuse my wrinkles, but I did finish my little bird houses. This morning I did put a little Krennic and the bees on autumn. I don't know if you can see that. And the winter one, I used Krennic. I don't think it's showing up. Krennic and the snowflakes. They're just all over the background. And this pattern was supposed to be done on different colors of fabric, but I wanted to use the 11 count, as I've told you, while I'm in the truck. So I think I might actually cut these out and finish them separately. If I don't do that, I might make it as a bag insert. I don't know if you've seen, I think her channel name is Stitching by the Lake. She has some beautiful project bags that she has made, and then there's a big insert of a piece of her cross stitch, which, you know, it's beautiful and it makes it usable. So I think I might do that, or cut them out and just, I don't know if I could finish them in something, you know, with that little a border, but we'll see. Anyway, so that's a finish. And then, since I saw you last, I was going to work on my cardinals on sled, and I got so many lovely comments that they thought, you know, not everyone, but a lot of people really liked this project and commented that they did, and so just kept encouraging me to work on it, and I worked on it almost exclusively since my last video, and I got quite a ways. I'll insert a picture here of where I was. And then I know this corner here I concentrated on, and that's all done. I still have some obviously back stitching to do, but I did get a lot of that done. And then if you follow me on Instagram, which I'm going to put my Instagram channel, or whatever you call it, account at the in the description. It is not the name of my YouTube channel. It's been my Gmail account for years now, but my Instagram name is SewGirl11, SEW Girl 11. But if you've watched me on there, I've started using Brian at Blitz Stitch's diagonal stitching technique. And I have found, like, I was, in stitching this, I'm just, trying to take one color. There's no rhyme or reason. So I watched his video, I looked at his blog, and I actually saw another embroidery YouTube video. I couldn't tell you what her name is, but she too talked about stitching. And if you do it on the diagonal, as Brian describes, which I couldn't begin to tell you how to do it, but the thing that resonates with me is that you are coming up in either an empty hole or an almost empty hole and going down into a hole that has 1, 2, 3 threads in it. So you're always coming up in a hole that has either none or 1 thread in it. And so it just makes it cleaner. I'm not saying my stitches are beautiful now, but it has given me some organization to my stitching, which I just feel better about it. It's overwhelming, all the colors in there and where to start and where, what color to do next. So this has really helped. So at the bottom, you will see, and I've got a piece of fabric stitched on here because dimensions does not give you much extra. But on the bottom is my diagonal stitching, and there was nothing down there. I had this, I think that's the sled. So I had that there, but I have gotten, and I've stopped working on this. I've joined in the Frosty Forest Stitch Along that Melanie has on the Year of WIPs and the Soulful Stitchers Facebook group. So I've stopped working on this, but there is my diagonal stitching. And even though, like, right over here, it doesn't go up, there's nothing there, but so I've got a diagonal there. If there was stitches there, I put them in. So I really encourage you, if you're at all interested, to check out his channel, his video. I'll link it below. I really like it. It's not for everything, but for this full coverage, it's just worked great. So this is where this piece is now. So I've got quite a bit more to go. I might come back to it. I really, I spent, like I said, almost a whole month stitching on it, and I might come back to it. But for now, I think I'm going to put it away. And in the meantime, again, if you follow me on Instagram, I pulled out my Frosty Forest. If you remember, I'm working it on an Afghan. And here, let me show you. You've probably seen it before. My Snow Girl cabin is right there. You can see that. So I had finished her quite a while ago, and I'm using Krennic. You probably can't see it. I've got Krennic and all the white around the fence. You can't even see it. But then above the house, I've used blue in the snow and the border too. A light blue with the Krennic. Just white is not a good background color for snow pieces. Now I know. So I'm actually planning on stitching these pieces again on to make cubes or folded pieces. What do they call that? Where you make the little tent. It's escaping me. Anyway, but this is my threader. This is my Foxy Friends, I think it's called. And again, down here is just the B5200 with the Krennic I think it's O32. It's what we can get at Joann's. And then up here, but then in all this, I've got, it's not showing up. It's kind of looking gray on the video, but it's a blue with the acrylic. So anyway, I finished that last night, and I put the little eyes, and I used the colonial stitch rather than French knot, and I really like that. I feel like I had a lot more control. Their whiskers are a little cattywampus, but yeah, gives them character. So I started that one, or I finished that one, and then I started the one that's called, it's Bluebird Cabin, and I don't have it up here, but I got a little start. And this is where I'm doing the diagonal. It's kind of hard to tell, but here I finished my first diagonal was down here on this part, and then now this diagonal will go all that way down there. So I've been working my way down here, and you know, I've got the snow and everything underneath, but I just thought, you know, I'm going to work the house on the diagonal, so I'm constantly going in, or yeah, coming up in an empty hole or almost empty hole. So I really like that. And on this, I've been using Vanna's technique of, and she's got a video on this, and if I can find which one it is, I'll link it below also, where you put your needle down and then you bring it back up with the eye to keep your thread from twisting. And I've tried to do it on my other pieces, but I struggle with it. And I told her I keep poking myself. And so, you know, she said she had a callus on hers where she, you know, pushes the needle back up, or, you know, brings it back up. But on this, it's really, you know, because it's such open weave, it's easy to get the needle up and down. So it's really, I think, made for a much quicker stitch. To finish this off, I had quite a bit of it done, but I had ripped out on, if you recall, I had done blue all down here with the acrylic, and I wasn't right. I had to pull it all out, so I had to restitch all of this snow and these trees. Did all that in a couple days, 2-3 days, and I have spent a lot of time stitching since we've had extra days off for this Thanksgiving holiday. But anyway, I thought that looked good. So I'm looking around, I'm looking at my list. I think that's it. I'm at a half an hour. So congratulations to the winners. That just cracks me up. I don't think I'll be back this year with another video. I would be surprised, but I'm going to get some progress done. And I know my Flossversary is in January. I started doing these videos this year in January. So I'll definitely be back then with some kind of goodie. I don't know what it'll be at this point. But thank you so much for watching. I've really enjoyed gathering all these 1,000 subscribers, and it's been fun. And meeting the ladies, we just had such a good time. I tell you, that Olivia B, you just crack me up. You're so funny. And and the other ladies too, just were so nice. I encourage you to get out, meet others. That's why I'm flying halfway across the country. I'm going with a friend now, but initially I wasn't going to. I was just open to meeting new stitchy friends. Rooming with someone I didn't know just to make a new stitchy friend. It's just so much fun. So much fun. So if you're on the Year of WIPs challenge, keep it up. Come on, Carlene. That's my partner. Come on, Carlene. You can do it. Stick to it. Get that. I think she's been working on the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, the National Parks one. It might be, I think they're the one that did it. Anyway, I hope you're making good progress, Carlene. And to the rest of you who are on that challenge, stay with it. I am loving it. I'm getting some finishes. I'm working on things that I loved at one time and got put away, so I'm spending more time with them. I'm just really enjoying that. And I probably won't see you all before Christmas, so I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and you are healthy and doing well and stitching a lot. I'll see you next year. Bye.